What's up, guys? Time to show off a cool build. I've been trying to get good pictures of it, but it's been tough because we have super overcast and unless I get that sunlight at that angle, which, you know how hard it is to sit something on something flat at this angle? Pretty much is non-existent. So you get to see a lot more in this video than you do in the pictures. So this is a lasered steel dial. And with lasered steel, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, you have an idea of where you're going for, but you can see the whole background on this is lasered down, and it is a nice dark color. Then we've got, obviously, your great white shark back there. Then it's backside loomed, and we've got some nice blues in it. And you can just see in the tail, you're getting some of this pinkish that you're getting up here. It's very hard to tell, but in real life it is there. And then the insert itself was also lasered as well. On this side you've got some blue on blue, then you're getting some of that pinkish orange in different locations as well until it transfers over and you've got your purple up here, some orange, some purplish pink. Get a little bit of char mark up here at the top. Yeah, if we leave it on there for too long, it will just start kind of like popping, oxidizing. So I always think it kind of looks cool when we have that on there. But so the backside is, I'm sorry, the background is etched down. So this is raised just barely. And let's get our candle here. We've got a set of white PloProf hands on here. This is in a 160 brushed case. It's a mix between a 350, which is what I normally do, and an 090, which is more of the barrel that comes straight down and over. Anchor engraved crown. You have a blue anodized Atlas bezel. I have a milled caseback. We took a stock caseback and milled it and then etched it. And then I just grabbed the one that had the most kind of look to this, which is that blue charring. But you can see you've got some of the brown up there too. Get some teal in there. And every once in a while you can see a little pop of purple. Like I said, you don't really know what you're going to get, but it always looks cool every time. You've got a rotor back here. You just can't see it. I put this on extensions because this is a nice thick wristbound strap, and stuffing it up into these lugs right here would make for where it would just sit completely flat. So this would be, instead of here, it would be, just focus where I'm trying to focus. From here, it would be up in here. So it would basically make this thing stick straight flat out, and at least with this, you can fold it over nicely. You can put it in a watch winder. You've got a little bit of an extension here. You've got play in it to put it in. You know, putting on your wrist is one thing, but having a little bit of an extension there, if something doesn't line up on one of these holes, you know, you can always take that off. Maybe it realigns it. These are spaced out decently close. I don't know why it doesn't really know what I'm trying to focus on sometimes. So those are your options there. So wristbound strap, nice brushed preview buckle on here, and that is the build. Bezel on this will turn left, it'll turn right. It is held on with a tension ring. It's on there decently tight. My light is always where I don't need it to be, which is back here. So we can show a little bit of the loom for reference on it. So completely lasered out pips on there that I backside loom, and then obviously the PloProf handset is loomed. As I mentioned, you have a rotor in the back. This is an automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder. But if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point, you can wind, and a wind is a turn that way. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing. If you go back and forth 4 or 5 seconds to that before you put it on, should keep your time throughout the day. But if you know you're not going to be very active at all, you're going to be at a desk, you're going to be driving, just go ahead and do it a little bit longer, since that's the only wind it's going to be getting. So you've got a 31-hour power reserve on it. You can't overwind it, so do it another 10 seconds or so and you should be good. When you're good with your winding, you're going to pull it to the 1 and only click, and at that point you can set your time. Does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going for you. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it? It's 12:09 p.m. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. And that is the build. Now, as I said, see, like, so hard it is to take pictures. You're like, oh, okay, what's going on? I see a little line up here. Everything else is dark. And like, oh, now I can see everything. So it's very difficult to take pictures of this. So you might see the pictures and be like, okay, I can see he's doing some extreme angles. Instead of just showing me the watch, like, okay, there's the watch. You can read it. You can tell what time it is, but beyond that, you're like, something's on there. So that's one of the cool things with this. So looking at it straight on, you won't see it, but when you kick it to the side, you will. Or you just have light coming to you at the side, which I don't even have. So as with every build, you're going to get matching beads. The wife found some multicolored that kind of gives us that look, because you get brown, you get purple, you get blue in the mix whenever you laser steel. This is going to come in a silver BBW special edition box. It's going to come with watch foamer. This is a cleaner that's good on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. You'll also get some leather conditioner. This is good to keep that strap perfectly soft. This is a very waxy leather. If you ever feel that it's not as soft as you like it to be, apply it on the front and back. Use some sort of rag. Don't use a microfiber on it. And just work it in. Let it sit there. And a little bit will go a long way with this as well. So apply it. Let it soak in. And you should be good to go. And then lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like a poly watch, and it's for your acrylic domed glass. You can scratch it, but if you do, no big deal. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using your color matching microfiber. Just fill that scratch back in, buff it, and remove the excess. A little bit of that will go a very long way, so be very careful because you're going to be pushing it all over the place. You only need what's going to fill that crack. So a tiny dab is all you actually need. But that is the build. And if it's going to you, congrats. You got an awesome watch, and I appreciate you. I believe this is build 1111. So, yeah. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.